Hey guys, and welcome back to today's MLB video play of the day. If you want to access all of our pick content, you can check that out over at our main website, stumpthespread.com, linked in the video description, and be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel to continue to get all of our pick video plays. Heading into today's action, going to be talking about a matchup in the NL East between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets as R.A. Dickey takes the mound against Rafael Montero. Atlanta right now standing a little bit above New York there in the NL East, 71 and 85 overall. New York at 67 and 90. Atlanta was expected to have a regular season about in this range, given it's a developing team with a lot of young guys coming up throughout the year, and given the fact that they have a lot of younger guys that are continuing to develop, trying to go into the offseason on a high note and really earn their spot on this Atlanta Braves roster long term and going into next year. The Braves still playing their best that they can every single day. This isn't some old veteran team that's completely thrown in the towel on the year. They're still young, still developing, and looking to try to head in that positive direction here over the next week or so of action. And the Braves sitting at 14 games under 500, and New York, a very big disappointment at 23 games under 500. This was a Met squad that was supposed to compete in the upper tier of the NL East this year with the Washington Nationals. It just never has been the case. New York has had a lot of injury issues. They just completely fell off the map given those issues that they've had with the health in their starting pitching rotation. And the Mets, not in that same position as the Braves. Atlanta, one of the top farm systems in all of baseball. Very bright future ahead for this Atlanta squad, and everyone felt like the future was going to be extremely bright for the Mets given how many talented pitchers they have, but they're going to need those guys to get healthy to get back into that conversation again. So the road team today, the Braves, are going to be sending out veteran R.A. Dickey, who obviously had quite a bit of success when he was on the Mets. And Dickey, this could potentially be his final regular season situation here. He might retire in the offseason. He's 42 years old, not getting any younger. If he does come back, I would expect him to be with the Braves. There's an option for his contract next year, and right now both Dickey and the Braves haven't decided on what they're going to be doing. I'm sure Atlanta wouldn't mind to have Dickey back, given the fact that he's been one of the more consistent forces in this rotation, and Dickey looked great in his last outing. He logged 8 innings at home against the Washington Nationals, giving up 4 hits, just 2 earned runs, 0 walks to 4 strikeouts in that 3-2 win for the Braves. And Dickey, he really wants to go out on a high note, especially against one of his old teams. So we expect R.A. to definitely try to have a strong performance here in what's the twilight of his career. And then the home team today, the Mets, they're going to be countering with 26-year-old righty Rafael Montero, who's not been great this year. He's made 17 starts, sitting on a 5.3 ERA, and he's had a hard time getting deep into his starts as of late. In his last outing, he only went 4 innings, and then the start before that, he only went 4 2/3 innings, giving up a lot of hits, earned runs. Hasn't been some great starts out of Montero as of late. So heading into this one, guys, we feel like the Braves are going to have the edge in terms of the pitching matchup, especially with the sentimental situation that Dickey is going to be in, right at the end of the year in what could be his last regular season. Certainly going to be trying to pitch a strong performance here against his former team and to really put a exclamation point on his career like he was able to do in his last outing at home against the Braves, and what many feel was probably going to be his last home start there for the Braves. So giving that pitching edge, and the fact that the Braves still trying to win games with their young roster and trying to win games for their manager, Brian Snitker, who's also in a contract year situation where the team hasn't decided if they're going to stick with Snitker or not long term. The Braves trying to do everything they can to prove that they want to play for this manager. So all that taking into account, we are going to go ahead and side with the Atlanta Braves here in what's pretty much a pick 'em here on the money line. Get it at about -105 to -110. You should be in a pretty good situation. So again, siding with the Atlanta Braves here, straight up as our video MLB play for today's action. And again, guys, to get all of our pick content, you can check that out at our main website, stumpthespread.com, which is linked down in the video description, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to continue to get all of our pick video content. So thanks for stopping on in, guys, and we hope to see you in future videos. Bye.